Hello and welcome to Sitara Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader. This reading is for the collective. It is for the week starting the 7th of September to the 13th of September 2020. However, time is fluid and you may be drawn to this reading when you feel you need to hear the messages. It is a general reading for the collective and it may or may not resonate, but hopefully it will resonate, and take what does resonate and leave what doesn't behind. And we'll start the reading. So the cards I'm using for the main reading are the Universal Waite Tarot deck, and the message from Universe are the Fairy of Oracle and the Sacred Indian Tarot. So here's the reading for this week. I do a pre-shuffle and I talk to Universe, and I do a meditation when I go through this process. I also cleanse the space before I do the reading. And as I was shuffling, two cards fell out onto my lap. One was actually the Seven of Wands, which actually came out again. I popped it back in the deck and it came out with the Tower, and I was thinking about the Tower all day today and yesterday, and I had a feeling the Tower was going to come out in the reading. However, it hasn't come out in the final reading, but it did come out in the shuffle. The first card that came out in the shuffle was the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is a water sign, so representing the water signs of the zodiac. And it is a card of collaboration and celebration and coming together. You can see on the card there's three women dancing, celebrating, having their cups in the air and celebrating. However, it fell to the ground, and when I picked it up, it was in reverse. And I don't normally read reversals. However, this card was really calling me that it was going to be a reversal. It needed to be a reversal in the reading. So I left it on as a reversal, and I carried on shuffling and allowed the other cards to appear. And it goes, the next card that appeared from the deck was the Eight of Cups. So we're traveling further down in the minor arcanas of the tarot. So if you're familiar with tarot, there are the major arcanas, which are the trump cards, and then they are the minor arcanas, which are the ace, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of each suit, the cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. So this is an 8. So you're going from a 3 of cups to an 8 of cups. And the 8 of cups is really about walking away to find spiritual awareness or spiritual fulfillment. I'm just going to grab my wand, which, as you know, is actually a skewer, but it will do for now. This gentleman here is actually, or this person here is actually walking away from these 8 cups here. So he's collected these cups of emotions, of love, of experiences, yet he's decided to walk away from them. And I really feel it's related to the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, this celebration that has happened in the past, it's over, it's done and dusted, and the celebration is no more. The cups now, when you see the card, they're float, the wine or whatever you'll be drinking in the cups would be falling out. So this group of celebration that you were connected with, it's time to walk away. So it's a time to walk away and find your own way of being, your own spiritual growth, your own destiny. And not to say that you're not, if these were your friends, not to say that you have to be disconnected from your friends, but you're just seeking something else, something richer, something that's more meaningful to you. So that goes into the Eight of Cups. And then the Eight of Cups walks straight into being the Magician, which is a gorgeous card. So earlier when I spoke about the major arcanas and the minor arcanas, the Magician is a major arcana. So it's the second card in the tarot deck, first starting with the Fool, and then number 1 is the Magician. And the Magician is ruled by Mercury, which also rules Gemini and Virgo, and I think the Magician is actually represents a Virgo. But it's really that ability to manifest, to actually create what you want to create. So if you're this person, which I really think you are, I think what's happened in this little journey so far is that you've in the past had a celebration with a group of people. You've decided you need more fulfillment, more spiritual growth, something that's more aligned to your own path, your own destiny, and you've walked away. To me, it actually looks like you walked away from a party. You know, you're sort of like, yeah, the party's over, I need to go now, time to go home. So you walked away, and you've now walked straight into being the magician, which is amazing. So on the magician, he's actually got on his table each symbol representing the suit. So you've got your cup representing emotions, you've got your pentacle representing tangible objects of value and the, tangible things, I guess. Then you've got your sword representing your intellectual thought, and then you've got your wand representing your action and your passion. So they're all there ready for you to use. So this is really a time for manifestation, time to create what you want to do. It's a gorgeous card to have. It probably goes way beyond the week, because, to embrace the magician in a week, it's probably full on. But it is a beginning, and it's about pulling it all together. Then it goes into the 7 of Wands. So the wands represent the fire sign, so they're action and passion. And this was the card that fell out with the Tower card, and I actually put it back into the deck and it came out again. So really what this card is saying to me, and what I'm drawn to, is the similarities between this card and this card. That, see, there's this water that he's walking on, but he's taking this path that leads up here. So he's kind of finding his higher ground and a journey. And now he's kind of reached it, and see how the sky here is at night. So he's walked away at night. He's taken a dark path, a path of uncertainty, not knowing. The moon is out, so it's not clear where his direction is. But now the day has the sun is rising, and it's a new day, and he can see with a little bit more clarity and see the stars. So the stars are quite clear here. And they're still there here in this image, but because it's becoming a new day, they've kind of faded. And he's actually found himself on this, it looks like a hilltop with a little stream. So see how the similarity is in the landscape, that he's walked up and he's actually reached a higher peak. So he has gone off looking for, spiritual enlightenment, or to better himself, or, whatever your journey is. And he's found himself there, and when he's got there, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wands there competing with him. So this is about whatever you're manifesting, there is going to be competition. There is going to be people already out there probably doing something similar to you, or, say it was in a relationship, you might walk off to find your soulmate, or your sort of lifelong partner, but there's also competition in that. Or you're sort of destined to move into a different career, or what you really want to work at in your career, but there's competition in that. So whatever it is to you, however, in the 7 of Wands, he is on his higher ground, and he is defending himself. So it is about, you do have the ability to defend yourself and to take the higher ground, so you don't have to play dirty. You just sort of stand up in your own power and recognize that, this is what you want, this is the path that you've chosen, and you have the right to be there. So, quite a nice little journey. So the other cards that I pulled as advice from Universe were from the Fairy Oracle, and the Fairy Oracle gave me the card number 24, and I'll just place this over here. So that's the fairy of, hopefully you can see that. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read the meaning of this card. When I look at this card, it reminds me a little bit of, which was really strange because you're not going to believe what came out from the other card, but it reminded me of the Fool. So the Fool card is the card that becomes before the Magician. So I'm just going to move that because there's a bit of a connection between these two. So the Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana, and it's the 0. So it's the beginning of that journey, and it's really about the beginning of any life journey. Whenever you embark on something new, you're the Fool. You're at the beginning. You're not sure where you're going. You don't know if you have the skill set or experience to take with you, and it's all new. And this really reminded me of the Fool when I looked at it. And he looks a little bit uneven on his feet, like he's going to tumble backwards. In the Universal Tarot, Universal Wake Tarot, the Fool is a very sort of dandy looking young man holding a wand with a little knapsack tied to the wand, and he's on the cliff edge ready to sort of step out into his own destiny. So this reminds me of a Fool, but a very kind of anxious Fool, and a bit nervous and a bit unsteady on his feet. So the meaning from the Fairy Oracle, so number 24, and I'll just read the meaning. The card is actually called Delight, and the meaning reads, finding true moment of pleasure is a rare gift indeed. Delight reminds us to move towards what places a smile on our face. If you show up and smile, the world seems a lot brighter. No matter how dark the world appears, you can hold onto this one moment of joy. Let it spark the flames inside for more, which really connects to, oh sorry, I just moved the camera there, really connects to this story of, moving away from the darkness, allowing them lights to shine the path and allowing them to grow into something bigger. So that was Delight from the Fairy of Oracle. The next card as advice from Universe, I pulled from the Sacred Indian Tarot, and it was the Fool card. Can you believe it? So, so what I was connected to, number 24 of Delight being the Fool, this is the Fool. So I think really the message from Universe is really saying about allow yourself to be the Fool, allow yourself to step away and start something new. And don't be afraid. And being the Fool is actually a really nice place to be in, because there's a sense of naivety. So, when you start something new and then you succeed in that and you look back and reflect on what you've been through, you probably wouldn't have started it if you knew what you had to go through. So the Fool puts you in a position where you don't actually know what's going to unravel, and you don't know what's going to be in front of you. And that could be full of joy and delight with also, some sticky moments. However, being the Fool allows you to make that step, allows you to go forward, because you actually don't know what's in front of you. So it's a beautiful message from Universe. I really hope this message resonates with you or some of you, and if it does, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Sending you lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.